don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no past, just past. No sound, just bass, everything in place. No tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's it, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night. All eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside. Inside, underneath. You were never alone.
burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Cold wind through the street, heavy steps feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key, something out there watching me. Feel it close but I can't see, just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but it feel off. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. This for the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no height, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real. Still the same, still the feel. We done, we just reveal what we building, what we will.
Never fall, never fade. Step is the path that we made.
We rise,
We rise,
we rise,
all night.
all night.
We rise,
We rise,
side by side.
side by side.
We rise,
From the dark to the light.
2K, that's life.
Yeah, we built this side by side.
We rise,
Hear the crowd, feel the vibe.
this ours, this time.
Thank you all for the ride. It's just the start.
You feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way you place. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air, pulling deeper, pulling there. Every breath got weight to bear.
Like a voice without a prayer, I hear it.
Call me in,
No warning.
it begins.
Let go.
Stand close,
Don't fight.
just know. Step in,
Feel that change.
no fear,
No name,
new ground.
no frame,
We rise, we claim, no past,
no change.
no loss.
Just gain.
Too far to stay the same.
We break.
We change.
Low tone in the way I move. No rush, just something new. Every line I step into feels like I was always due. Guitar cry, but it don't feel pain. Just a shift in a different lane. What was lost don't feel the same. What I am, can't explain.
I see it
In your eyes,
that moment
when it rise.
don't fade.
Breathe.
This way. Step in,
Feel that change.
no fear,
No name,
new ground.
no frame,
We rise, we claim, no past,
no change.
no loss.
Just gain.
Too far to stay the same.
We break.
We change.
This ain't what we used to be. Now we see what we can be. change,
no fear,
no name,
new ground. We rearrange. No past,
no change,
no loss,
just gain.
too far to stay the same. We change, we change, we change, we change. We changed.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flash, just clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait. Let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, low tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's it, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest, and slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool.
So, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I've decided to, while we're waiting for the teams to get ready, I was just running through a little bit of Elden Ring. Hopefully we can get something done. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. It's been a while since I've been here. Okay, talk to the guy. This is just after fighting a boss. And what's here? Okay, we've got a couple of soldiers. Let's maybe switch to a katana. All right. Ooh. This guy was suddenly aggressive from the top of the staircase. But let's see. What do we get? Festive Grease. Okay. Okay. Oh, snap. What was that? This guy's got some hectic skills here. Alright, now it's my turn. I'm gonna take some of that. But this is the thing about any From Software game. There's usually something hiding around the corner that can kill you. Let me just heal up a little bit. This guy looks a little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous. So do some preparation before we get in here. Plus, I don't know if there's anybody else gonna be popping out from underneath or from around the corners. Doesn't look like it. Oof. Alright. Oh, snap. Yeah, I knew this guy was dangerous. But he took a little bit too long to go for his hits. And I wonder what he was looking at. Well, a lot of blood. So somebody was bleeding. And what looks like an Erd tree here. That looks pretty cool. There's probably something nice and interesting outside there as far as getting to it, though. Alright, let's just kill this guy first. Right, oh snap. Oh, this is not good. This guy here with a big plume is a problem. Big problem. Oh snap. That was so much damage. Next time, buddy. Gotcha. Switch weapons very quickly. Heal back up. Oh, don't dive onto me. Oh. Oh, that was 2 hits and dead. Plus 600,000 souls lost. Okay, we can get back here quickly. Yeah, I mean, this game is... so this is the DLC part of it. And, well, I have to go get our souls back as quickly as possible. Fortunately, like we kind of know where everything is for the first part. So this is not going to be so bad. We should be able to just secure everything as quickly as we possibly can. Right, then it's you on the staircase. Come on, throw the hit, thank you. Oh, unstaggerable. And if I remember correctly, okay, there was one more guy. We need to bait out his attack. Ah, gotcha. Come on down. Welcome to the club. Oh my word, we didn't even get to pick up the souls. That is not good. I thought if I got that double hit off, I'd be able to stagger him, but that was not a good plan. Oh, the pain of Elden Ring. 600,000. Just like that. But it seems like they give quite a bit of... well, I'm saying souls, right? But it's kind of ruins. They give kind of a bit of ruins. I mean, just from that, I think it was maybe this guy. Because when I was here, I had, what, 40,000? How come there was a huge difference like that? That's kind of crazy. Right, but anyway, go back here, bait out. Attack him before he attacks us. Do the same thing here. Alright. Now, just heal. Give ourselves a little bit of survivability. Throw in a shield or two. Oh, snap. There's somebody else from here as well. Alright. Okay. Cleaned out the room. Thank God. Just a little bit of damage. Wonder where that other guy came from, because I only saw 2 people here, but anyway. That is what it is. There's a staircase leading down. Should we be jumping? Is there more for us to go through? I don't know. Maybe we just head back further up. Oh. Blessed Bone Shard. That's probably something good. I knew there'd be somebody behind us. There's always somebody behind us. It's like they bait you into this. You take a step front, and then next thing you know, it's like somebody's coming in from behind. I've played enough of Miyazaki's games. But we still have how many minutes to go? It's like 50 minutes before we head into the actual game itself. Alright, we have another one of these death knights in here. Oh, and somebody with a big bow. So there's looks like there's 2 of them, but we're gonna have to bait them out to fight here. Most certainly. Okay, let's see if we can bait out this guy. Whoa, what a hit that was. Oh, snap, we could actually... Oh, crap. Oh, wonderful. Six hours and 45 minutes is not bad for a speed run. That's actually kind of quick. I've never speed run anything. Now I'm just gonna have to actually speed run this by running through everything here. Should have just used the spirit summons from the beginning, instead of doing probably the most embarrassing death in all of Souls games, which is, you know, falling off a staircase. Okay, we got some nice stagger there. And there. Whoa, crap! Yeah. I should have went in with the Ash of War. The beauty of Souls or Elden Ring. Just rinse and repeat. I already have the lobby set, so I'm just waiting and hoping that the teams will be ready on time. It's a bit sad when we get these matches where there's a forfeit, and it's kind of like last minute, so it's just very, very, very unexpected. Very, very unexpected. But, I mean, I suppose, like, sometimes there's a bit of issues that happen occasionally in life. I mean, not everything is going to be working out perfectly, and people do have some problems, you know, that do occur. I think it was just a little bit of lack of player availability for the side of Home Affairs, because they always do bring a very entertaining match to us, and I'm sure a lot of people were excited to see what they were going to do, because I mean, you know, excitement's always there. Oh, I hate this shield, I swear. It's like the worst thing that they have. You can't. It's like I can't. The problem I have with the shields, and okay, you can see now, right? I was dodging way too early. Is that they're like a little bit unstaggerable, or at least very difficult to stagger, unless you go for a strength build. Yeesh. Now to do this all over again. But the sad thing about this the DLC is they don't like give you some very nice loot drops. It's just mostly smithing stones all the time. Which kind of sucks. Because, I mean, what are you going to smith? You're like, by the time any one of us played this this particular version of the game, we're already on new game. So it's like you've got your weapons class already pretty much maxed out. Yeah, see, that's the thing with this guy here. He's kind of slow with his with what he does. So it's like you have to time it very nicely. This is where I fell down the last time. Alright. Now we're gonna fight him on this platform. Whoops. See, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I'm timing it a little bit better. Okay, that was not better. That was not better. Get away. Oh! Just needed one more roll. I should have rolled one more time. I thought I was going to roll off the platform. Yeah, the DLC kind of sucked. The only reason I got it is so that I could get to the end and fight Consort Radon. But what I should have actually streamed was Sekiro. Oh, I suffered in that game. But that was mainly through my own stupidity. So there was this thing in Sekiro called the Demon Bell that I rang the Demon Bell. And I shouldn't have. It just made the game harder for no real benefits. And then that just kind of sucked. But I managed to get all the way through the end. But finally beating, what's his name? Ishin, the Sword Saint, was a nightmare. I don't know how many of you actually managed to do it. But Ishin took me a very long time. Oh, look at that. There's something down there that I actually managed to target lock onto. But this is definitely not a place to jump. Maybe we'll use some of this just to give ourselves a little bit of a boost. Oh, thought I could dodge that. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, what's actually irritating is the fact that I keep dying as the same person and falling off the staircase. Okay. Let's lock on, maybe like how Marlon would play, and do this like a speed run. Zero. The Mobile Legends game is gonna start at 8 p.m. Well, for some strange reason, I'm getting to farm soldiers, which he's slowly building back up to all the stuff I lost. Oof! Oh, you're still alive. But did you drop something good? I don't know. Actually, I didn't even read what a blessed bone shard is. I should. Okay, I think let me try and use like a long-ranged weapon. Where's this guy? There's he here. Alright. We didn't fall down for once, but now we've got to time this. He's gonna charge with his shield. Oh my word, that does so much damage. Ah, okay. Now he's finally dead. Gave us nothing. And now we've got one more of them to deal with. But for this one, I am 100% using a summon. Why am I not hitting him? Okay. Two of these problem. Oh, that's a new thing. Golden Vow. And okay, that's just ruins. Don't really need ruins. This does not look safe. But a flashing lights. Black smoke, that's just, I mean, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. It looks like just like black rain just raining in from the sky there. Oh yeah, the GTA 6 price tag is kind of ridiculous. I don't know who's gonna be able to be just rushing out to get it. Plus that 1,900 rand price tag is not like for the full game. There's apparently some features that are unlocked. Okay. There's apparently some features that are that's only unlocked when you buy like the full premium package, which is kind of like ridiculous. I mean, since when do we get games where unless you buy premium, you're gonna get the full content of a game. That's like selling us literally half a game. This little midget's hut. Oh, this doesn't look good. Outside range. Oof. Okay. He can actually fight at distance as well. But I've used too much of this. I don't have enough heals. The lights keep flickering in a very weird manner. I wonder if there's like a bonfire somewhere close. Try running. Try running from what? No treasure chest ahead. Something, okay, something incredible. Okay, okay. Let's run back here and see what was incredible. I think maybe the game is glitching a little bit because it is a high degree of latency because I've got so many things running all at the same time. Oh, there's like a whole bit going down here. Time for door. Okay, golden grease. And a new armor set. Okay. Okay, maybe this will be a shortcut to where our bonfire was. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay, we really actually do need to heal up before we can explore the rest of this area. Yeah, Neil, you really need to get this game. I promise you, it'll be one of the best purchases you've ever made in your life. This is arguably the best game I've played. I mean, okay, look, there's been some fantastic games that I've come across in my lifetime, but this one, I mean, the world building, the exploration, it's just so on point. It's got everything that you'd need, like a certain degree of challenge. Ooh. Yeah, like a certain degree of challenge to this. It's forces you to learn the play styles, the patterns, and as you can see, right, like I have zero clue where I'm going. It's just a complete guess to me, and I think I missed something. Oh yeah, that's what I missed. That's what I missed. That's what I missed. This is the thing about any one of these, and all that for a fruit. It's this thing about any of the Miyazaki's games. It's like it forces you to make decisions, and whenever there's an item, which I mean most of us do this, we're like, oh, item, let's run, let's go pick it up. And as soon as you run to go and pick it up, something jumps out at you, like this. And now I'm poisoned. Wonderfully. Wonderful, wonderful. But before we go to the place where we were supposed to really go to, it looks like there's a ladder here that leads us down to something. Okay, this does not look like it's a safe area. Oh, yes, wonderful. I thought that was actually water that we could just walk across. Welcome to Elden Ring. Now we have to go through this whole part all over again with this poison. Come, jump inside. And stop throwing poison. Just jump inside. Okay, you know what? Let me reset them because they're just going to firebomb us with the poison. And just sort of do a rush out and then just kill them all. Because, okay, look, they can get us with the numbers. Like that. But we can sort of power stance through it. And then get back to where we were. Pick up the ruins. Don't forget those two people hiding inside the little boat. Let's bait them out. I think that was all of them. Okay, so we cannot step into the water because we're going to die. This looks interesting. No running ahead. Oh, this looks like a whole unexplored area in here. That's pretty cool. Is this? No. No invisible walls. There's actually a... Oh, it's one of those paintings we need to find, but it doesn't seem to be attacking ahead. First off, try stealth. Stealth at what? I don't see anything in here. Unless this is one of those invisible... Oh! So this is what they were talking about. And this is where stealth is required. Okay. Let's listen to our fellow tarnished. Offer light. Stealth for what? I don't see anything. Hidden. Nah, they're just lying to us. Hidden part of the... Okay, the other guy just... Oh, it's a coffin. So 100% we're going to a new area. The first time I found this whole coffin, like, jump inside there, it's just, it's amazing. Yeah, Neo, they really did get me with the water. I was like, because it looked like where you could walk with it. I mean, I suppose we're supposed to be exploring the castle fully, but I mean, you're going to find a coffin that takes you to a new area. You're going to have to go. There's no two ways about it. 100% Neo, 100%. I'm like, this is what made me fall in love with RPGs in the first place. The one that really, truly got me hooked, though, was Skyrim. Seems full. Oh, there's a... Okay. Wait, where are we? Is this like a... Okay, based on the number of bloodstains here, you can tell that somebody or something is waiting for us. But let's see, right? So let's touch the bloodstains and see how people died. Yeah, how did they die all around the campfire? I don't know. I can hear something. Okay, there's a summon sign on the screen, which means that potentially there is a boss here. What it is, I don't know. Where it is a whole different question. Also, it would be nice if I wasn't streaming the Mobile Legends stuff at the same time. Whoa, cap! This thing. Okay, look, I'm 100% using a summon here. Because I have zero idea of how to defeat these furnaces. I don't know if any of you have played this before, but if you know how to do this, I don't know how to defeat this thing. You know, Pokemon Emerald may be the best of the Pokemons. Especially that part where they had that little bit in Braille, and you had to like unlock the Regis, and the legendary Pokemon there were just awesome, like properly awesome. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Where's my summon? How did I summon him? I wasted this flask for no reason. But still, like, I have zero idea of how to beat this furnace golem. Maybe just hack at his legs? Okay. Am I doing any damage? I'm doing like no damage here. What's he doing? He's killing me, that's what he's doing. There must be some sort of gimmick to this boss. Yeah, that Braille puzzle. I'll be honest with you, I used Google for that. Google was my friend. What I think I'm going to do is just pick up my souls and hightail it out from here. Because I don't see any way of beating this damn thing. Unless there's something you're supposed to throw in onto his head. Maybe as he's getting up or something like that. Yeah. What was that? Okay. New plan. Run. Get on the horse and run. That's it. Until I either figure out how to kill these fire golems or Google it. They keep giving me fire research. Oh, there's another site of grace. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I'm gonna Google it. That's the only thing I can think of right now to be able to deal with that. Plus, we've only got a few more minutes before we have to go live. Oh, once again. Oh, that was pointless. No, it was very pointless. Well, that's the thing. So, you have to build for range skills, but I don't have range skills. I have like a semi-ranged skill that I can use, but that's not really saying much. There's probably something that you have to do where, you know, you throw oh crap. Screw that. Yeah, there's probably something where you have to get up high and throw something into that big giant furnace of the head. That's what I'm thinking is probably the plan of action. But other than that, I don't know. Like, it's probably something to do with getting to the top of that castle. Maybe on the height of that castle, there's like a place you can throw things onto him. Because there's no way you're going to just sit and basic attack him and do like 1 HP damage. That just doesn't seem right. This abandoned building is I think somehow the way to go. Can we open this door? No. Ember of Mesmer. There doesn't seem to be any way into the castle. At least not that I can see. First time for jumping. That's very cryptic. Okay. Also a dew gem. I've never really seen that before. You know what? Let's just use the spirit summons to clear out this area, because it's just like full of weak NPCs. We don't have to like overly stress about them. It will just make traveling through here a little bit quicker. Yeah, they're definitely leading us up a pathway that maybe we can use to try to get that fire golem. I don't know. See, like right here, there's a giant fire golem. And what do? Read message. No fire ahead, therefore try for item first. Okay, yeah, so this guy's got the same idea that we have. Throwing what though? What do we throw? That's the question. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to sadly pause it here, because if I don't pause it here, then we're going to end up in trouble, and I'm not going to be able to get ready for the stream in time, since there's only 13 minutes left. So we will return to desktop and save the game, and you can take a look at my wonderful game collection while we just do the switch off into this. I'll be back in just a second while I get the lobby reset. Just a second.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flash, just clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass, everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press, one move, that's it, no doubt, no guess. Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside.
midnight air. Slow burn, midnight air. Cold wind through the street, every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key, something out there watching me. Feel it close but I can't see, just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn.
Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. We are into game number 1. It's Immortal Order up against Deus Mastodonte. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a delayed start. Well, I'm sure those of you could want to scroll up and read the messages, you'll see why. And if you go back, you'll watch me dying a lot in Elden Ring as we were waiting for the teams to get ready. But now they're ready. They're here and we're into game number 1. And I know that there were a lot of people supporting Immortal Order, but now, based on the polls, Deus are looking like the favorites, 56%, and I am very much in agreement. This game's got that 50-50-ish feel to it. We said that for a couple of games yesterday, and, well, it held to be true. Maybe we're gonna be, once again, correct and true to know exactly what's going to be happening. And after a lengthy kind of a decision here, it's IO with the Hirara ban. So I don't know what you guys think. Hirara ban worthy? I know she's got like the skill sets to be quite annoying, especially if you can get the disruption going and obviously that little bit of a snowball that she requires to get started. But the first ban coming through from Sans from Timu. I'm saying Timu because I had to say it. It's on the screen. But from Deus, the Akai ban. Akai is just such a monster right now. Very, very, very difficult to deal with. And I know a lot of people are like, no, I'm not really feeling the Akai. See, he works well into disciplined compositions where you're not really going in for major pickoffs, because you can get a few pickoffs with him, not to say no, but he's more there for securing these neutral objectives. He's one of the best heroes at doing it, so he's fantastic. Yeah, Neo, a lot is definitely an understatement. The follow-up bans here are God, which means that if they're going to be banning out the God this early on, IO, are they going to look for a tank jungle with a damage XP laner? Could be possible. Paquito, the next ban for the side of Deus. IO going to be following this up. Marcel's still open, but you probably want to leave it there and then just allow Deus to ban out. That is their last ban. Yeah, you can see. They ban out the Yuzong because clearly they want to have... I think they might be going for the support meta. Just from their bans, just from IO's bans, I'm strongly suspecting this is going to be a support meta. But let's see if they actually bring that out or not. Maybe it's going to be a support on a mid lane. Who knows? The final ban coming through from the side of Deus, I suspect it's going to be the Marcel ban. It's not like you want to leave that one available to anybody right now. That's such a crazy hero. Might be the most banned hero in the AFL so far. Your quantum plays, I actually agree with you on that, right? I'm not a fan of the Hirara bans because I'm like, look, she is problematic, but most heroes can be, but not so problematic that you're gonna have to ban her out in the first phase. She needs items to come online. She needs the levels as well. Jungle clear speed is a little bit on the slow side in comparison to the meta jungles right now. Sian, to answer your question, it's actually two different countries featuring here. You have IO from South Africa and Deus from Madagascar. So it's from across the ocean. We're into the group stages of the AFL tournament, and well, it's all about teams trying to get into that final 16. And it's when we hit the final 16 is where the competition really and truly heats up. Like the Marcel ban, to be expected. Zushin is one of those heroes that you don't really want to see up against you if you're going for a tank roam, because I mean she's so annoying with what she does. But I'm quite surprised by the Harith pick. I mean, Harith can sort of deal with a lot of the gold laners that he can be matched up against, but I actually suspected that there was going to be a Claude pick coming through. Because the moment you see Zushin, you kind of want to go for Claude, because Claude's got that, especially when you take him with Purify. He's going to dive in with the Blazing Duets, just sort of melt and zone out Zushin from the team fight, and then that's her complete effectiveness gone. And with the Battle Mirror image, I mean, he's got that mobility to get in and out. He just has to time it. So normally, the normal pick whenever there's a Zushin first pick is going to be the Claude, because it's not like you're really going to be banning him out. But then that means now it also opens up the door for counterplays to the Claude. Like you'll see the carry pick coming in after that. So this is like kind of that chess match beginning to the game. Well, I wonder, Quantum, if we're going to see the glue Cyclops at some particular point in time. I mean, look, we strongly suspected that there was going to be the tank. I actually thought they were going to pick maybe more for the support line with the Yuzong and God ban, but it was the God ban was like 100% clue that this was going to be a tanky lineup. Fred, though, picking a Fred into a Gwyn this is going to be pretty interesting, because I mean, Fred, he's a tanky boy, right? But you really gotta get away to get out of range of the spatial migration, because that spatial migration Violet Requiem combo gives you enough control, CC burst to try to deal with the Fredrin. And interestingly enough, they go for the carry ban. I'm expecting full marksman bans to come out from the side of Deus, because they need to make sure that Harith's going to have the nicest time. Maybe we'll see an Irithel as a follow-up ban in the next phase. The side of IO, I mean, they got to get their marksman on point. But right now, it's you don't know if it's Gwyn XP, you don't know if it's Gwyn jungle. Most probably it'll be Gwyn jungle. But I think what they need to do is maybe ban out roamers in this next phase. So I'd be looking at like a Grok ban. Yeah, a Botcher as well. I mean, not necessarily a roam. I think they suspect that this might be Gwyn on the XP lane, but we know there's going to be these swap outs that's going to happen very, very shortly. Yeah, Neo, the Valor pick is kind of crazy. And yes, a lot of people underestimate Claude because of how they nerfed him. They kind of nerfed him hard. But he still works, like most heroes, he still works into certain compositions. Because there's always like a time where a particular hero may not be meta, but in terms of the draft, it's just like it suits the draft that's going on. Deus deciding to ban out the Sora, they just... I suppose anything that's going to be able to go in for the counter-engage play, and, well, Atlas is a solid ban. But Grok's still available, and Grok is quite good at setting up that wall and then just using the wall to a certain degree to zone out front and back line. And also trap the front line in, where they're going to be under constant fire from Zen here on the Valor. Because, I mean, that's what Valor wants to do, is he's there to deal with the front line with that constant control and poke. Well, Mandres, look, I know what you're talking about. We had some issues, not yesterday, but the day before. Madagascar was kind of having a little bit of a problem when it comes to, the internet connections. It just sucks when the internet's down like that, and it's just the lag issues. It's just no fun whatsoever. Hopefully we can get more of a dedicated server in our region, and that's one of the goals of us running the AFL tournament, is just to showcase the fact that we actually have a large player base and some very competitive teams. Derp picking up the Grok as expected. I mean, the Grok was pretty much there. Muff TZ, would he go for this? Okay, Leslie, not too bad, but I think Irithel might be the best pick, because Irithel will also give them that mobility to deal with quick rotations across. Like, I was loving the Irithel pick. And Zinjiro with the final Foveus, so that's going to be a big counter to the Guinevere in lane. So Guinevere might not have the nicest of times. I think maybe Deus need to swap out here, and instead of locking on to the Guinevere for the XP lane, it might be best if they go Gwyn into the jungle, because that counters the Fredrin. And then yeah, there we go. Just something with a little bit of sustain. Terizla up against the Foveus. I suppose maybe just to be able to out-sustain him. Though it might have been okay to go for something with a little bit more mobility, but we're going to have to see how this goes. Once again, right, we can say what we'd like to say about the drafts themselves, but it all comes down to execution and what you're going to be doing in the fights themselves. So the lines have been drawn in the sand, the draft has been committed, and it's time to see who's going to draw first blood in this best of two. Points to play for. Both teams need the points right now. They're in kind of a sticky group as well, so getting the points nice and early. Get yourself up there. It is round 4. I'm saying nice and early, right? This is round 4. We're already past the halfway mark in the stage. This round of 32 stages. So it's just up until round 6, and then it's going to be on to the you can say the meat and bones of the tournament itself, the round of 16, where you're looking at the top 16 teams across sub-Saharan Africa. Both teams already getting their set here for control of the mid lane. You have to be very careful when there's a Zushin, right? You can see the nice jumper pick up and a lift off here onto Zen, who has to flicker back. So they burnt the flicker out. Meanwhile, Sans with a little bit of a counterplay here. Very early ability to go into the jungle, get a little bit of a steal. But with these kinds of plays, you have to be aware that you can be invaded yourself. So you need your team to control the mid lane and make sure that that's going to be 100% proper, so that there's going to be no invade on your end here. And with that little small camp steal, Fredrin's not going to be able to get to that level 4 timing or power spike timing. Meanwhile, big battle happening here on the XP lane as Terizla forcing out the flicker here from the Foveus. So that's going to be Foveus without the flicker. And, with that low health, nice zoning here from Reckless. But Stroomsy scouting out the bushes here. Reckless just walks to a bit of safety. Though Terizla, even at level 2, he's not going to be too stressed about this. Still has flicker to go with this. But there's the option to go into the deal some damage in here. Is it Shiro? He's so low. There's the hammer drop and flicker. First blood going the way of Reckless. Meanwhile, dive underneath the top lane turret. What a split play from the side of Deus. This was well executed early game strategy in here. They managed to get pickoffs on both sides of the map, and at the same time they're getting themselves into position for this first turtle of the game. Derp just trying to zone everybody out, just providing that certain degree of vision. Sans hitting that level 4 timing, so he's already got the red tree advantage, and we know thanks to the update, right, the red tree is kind of huge. So Reckless, he wants to go in, he's got the penalty zone available, he does land it, but it's only onto 1. But oh my goodness, Fredrin walks straight into the Violet Requiem, and quick rotations here. Zabin Force coming out on the wall with the block off, as it's going to be a 2-for-nothing trade-off plus the turtle. Deus, my goodness. I mean, we were saying that this was going to be a 50-50-ish match. They were like, yeah. You know, 50-50 here with the start that they've gotten. 2.5k gold lead already. This is looking a little bit rough for the side of IO at this stage in the game. But I mean, they have the composition to haul things back. It just needs one lovely set, maybe a beautiful Tyrant's Wrath in there. The real problem comes down to Fred being able to survive the Guinevere. Because Gwyn, with that nice jungle steal. Yeah, Neo, I agree with you. It's not like the best draft for Harris to play into, but I mean, look at this. He's going in here, but could he get caught out? Seven Force has been committed. He's going to get taunted up. Now he's going to try to use those skills to get back to safety. He pops the Purify. Oh my goodness, what a dash back. The enemy number one. Definitely playing like number one here. And with this, now pressure is being applied here into the mid lane. This is some beautiful control from Deus. I mean, the moment a team goes in for a gank and they don't actually get the gank, you expect to see the punishment happen here in the mid lane with that mid lane push. So a lot of gold, you can see half the gold, half that golden shield taken down there. And have it, the outplays there. I mean, this is what you know, hope for from your gold laner, just to be able to survive instances like that. I mean, there was an opportunity for Harris to go in onto the Irisdale and get that solo kill, but I mean, there was a bit of protection. Oh, tectonic charge off the mark from Dub. And that's no tectonic charge available, but the spatial migration is in there, and that's Zentaro taken down. But Frederick, he wants to try to control this. He does manage to dodge back from the violet from the penalty zone. He goes in with the Appraiser's Wrath, but it's another 2 pickoffs. And onto the jungle as well. Shroomsy, he's just trying to control this line as best he can. Fulvius going in with the Infernal Pursuit, but once more the damage output from Suns on the Guinevere. He's already picked up concentrated energy as well. Shroomsy forced to commit the Crimson Lantern just to stay a little bit safe, but there's the opportunity now for these invades. Utah is a bit exposed in the jungle. His team is trying to make that movement across with Dub just forcing everybody back. Meanwhile, there's the solo kill on the top lane. Utah is forced to recall, but Kufra, he's trying to get some control troops here as well, but the penalty zone does land only onto one, but Jinchiro, he's in a lot of danger, has to flicker to safety behind the wall, but Reckless being, I mean, not reckless in there, but with some controlled recklessness, manages to get another pickoff in there. And with this, you've got the first turret taken down, invades into the jungle once more, but Sans, he's not interested in that jungle invade, he's just interested in the turret itself. This is mid lane opened up. 5.5, just 5 minutes, 40 seconds on the map. That's kind of big. Actually, the whole map's opened up. Oh my goodness, this is looking like an uphill battle for the side of Immortal Order. Deus, big plays from them. 9-0 with a mammoth 7k gold lead at the 6 minute mark. I mean, that's more than a k gold per minute. Amazing stuff here from Deus. Nice zoning. They get the block in here onto Zentaro. I mean, we expect this, right? Once the map is opened up, you're going to expect the side of Deus to start existing within Immortal Order's jungle. You can see that they're just going to control wave, put pressure as is necessary, play around. It's still 30 seconds to go. Now the engagement in here from Suns. And he goes in with the spatial migration. Does he have the damage? Yes, he does. Killing spree for Suns on this Guinevere, looking super deadly. Meanwhile, the rest of the team already in the jungle. They're trying to just force out retributions, make sure that it's going to be absolutely zero contest. But right now, it's extremely difficult for the side of IO to contest for this. Look at the space being created as Moftizi in the mid lane wants to make sure that at least this mid lane tier 2 turret still stands. Whereas the side of Deus, I mean, their objectives right now is invade jungle, get those claw strats going. They want to take down the tier 2 turrets. You can see a beautiful claw coming in here from the side of Deus. Beautiful execution. Because all they're looking at is getting the holy shields taken out. waves being blocked up. They want to allow this. It's going to be Gwyn who's just trying to bait out something, but IO, they do keep that Holy Shield up and running. I mean, oh, but look at the Violent Requiem combination once more. It's a double. There's the spatial migration. It's a triple. But will they get, there's a shutdown there onto Suns, but it's going to be Zen with that huge triple kill. Diving in underneath the touch. Are they going to go in for a full combination? Oh, the wave got cleared out just a little bit too quickly there. But even though there was a shutdown kill, I would say Deus would be very, very happy with this. It's objective achieved in the sense that you have one of the Holy Shields already taken down. You got a minute to try to get a little bit more map control. Actually, I wouldn't really say a minute. You've got about 40 seconds or so to do it, because you need that 20 seconds to get yourself into position and in place, up and running and ready. Control in here from... oh, but the penalty zone does land in. The liftoff there from Shroomsy as he tries to get a drag back onto Terizla. That's going to be no penalty zone available for the next couple minutes, but it's Dub into the back line. Oh, look at the damage output from Zen, though. However, they're bunching up a little bit here as the Infernal Pursuit is really starting to hurt. It's an unstoppable kill, but it's Terizla who's sustained through all of that, gets the double 16-1. This should be one more turret and potentially another Holy Shield, because I don't see Maftizi being able to defend this. Utah wants to come in and help. The minion is kind of low. Okay, look, they decided to not go for that full-on push. There is one more wave. If Terizla does the zoning like we expect him to, he's just cutting the wave off. He's going to give his team the space to do what they need to do. This is going to be another Holy Shield and a mid lane tier 2 tower taken down. Oh my goodness, this is a definite winning angle for the side of Deus. IO are in trouble right now. They're going to have to come up with a strategy and a strategy real quick to try to deal with this, because you're looking at an 11k gold lead. And all the side of Deus have to do is just make sure that they can get the wave equilibrium sorted out. Because if they do that, once they got the wave equilibrium, you really, even though this is like an 8-minute Lord, or at least before the 12-minute Lord anyway, you're going to have the ability to crack this base open. Yeah, Achilles, I'm with you on this. It's 100% a difficult mountain to climb here for Immortal Order. But to be fair, we have seen some crazy things happen in this game so far. Mobile Legends is just one of those games that just provide us with entertainment, excitement, and lots of crazy plays. But then, speaking of the crazy plays, look at the Gwen spatial migration into everybody. That's a 3-for-nothing trade-off. Lord pushing in here. Harrod wants to make sure they can crack the base open. It's only 2 left to defend. With the waves coming in here in every direction, they can actually get the lock on. It's a Zabin force committed from the Harrod. Fulvius, he tries to dive into the backline to get the distraction going, but there's just too much. The lock is on. One more spatial migration. One more for the road, and that is going to be game number 1 in devastating fashion, going the way of Deus. My goodness, what a matchup from them. Crazy stuff. 10 minutes 55 seconds on the clock. Deus Mastodonte leaving a definite marker in this game, but we're going to be heading, ladies and gentlemen, into game number 2. How is this going to turn out? Well, let's just get the team swap going. Once the players are ready and set, we'll be able to head into game number 2. And we're going to see if Deus is going to clutch this out 2-0. Can Immortal Order pull one back to even the points up? It's all to play for. The players are ready. Let me just tell them that I am going to be starting now as we head into game number 2. You could see they weren't even hesitating about getting themselves ready, heading into game number 2. Though I'll say this much, right? The draft that Deus had, especially with that Gwyn pick, And then at the last, the best decision they made was going in for that swap out. Just swapping out the Gwyn from the XP lane into the jungle. It was a game changer of a move. Absolute game changer of a move. Because Fredrin, like, we know that there's certain hard counters to the Fredrin, and Gwyn is one of them. It's just too much of control for him to deal with. But interestingly enough, both teams just opting to go for mage bans in the second game. Zushin God coming straight out of the bat there. There's still some of the meta picks still available. Io did go for that set kind of style of play and a bit of sustain. Will they stick to the same strategy in here? Maybe if they're going to go for that strategy, I suppose they need to ban out the Guinevere, because Guinevere really did affect their draft quite significantly. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me, Neo. It's that swap was game changing. It just, because like if you left the Gwyn on the XP lane, it was never going to be a good game for the side of the Deus. I mean, the moment they made that switch up, oh my goodness. And also, if you're looking at the way that Sans played in the jungle, like he went for a very risky, right, like very high risk play, and he wasn't punished for it, because it's like I think Io at that time when should have went in for an invade on the red buff side of Deus, because you had the ability to do so. You had the heroes to do so, actually. It's only the Valor you really had to worry about at that particular point in time. But you had a Fred, you had a Zushin, you had a Kufra. They're kind of good at dealing with these early invades. But enough about what has happened. It's about what is happening and what will happen. The Moskov ban, I mean, it is a good one. It's in my mind like a toss-up between Moskov and Carry right now for the best hero on the gold lane. Banning out the Marcel as well is, and we know Marcel, what he does, what he brings to the table, kind of crazy. And they looks like they are really not liking the Hirara pick, and so they go straight to the Hirara ban as their last one, and immediately Sans locking onto the Akai. And this is sort of a flex pick. I mean, you can play Akai roam, though he's much more suited to the jungle, but you can play him on the roam position, so that having that little bit of flexibility as your first pick is always a clever one. This does leave Paquito open. Now the question is, do Io rush pick the Paquito? Because we do have Fovea still open. And at the same time, you also have Esme as well. So the counters to Paquito are there. And Akai to a certain degree can counter Paquito as well. Because if he lands the heavy spin onto him, it's going to be a bit problematic for Paquito to do what he needs to do. But with the Paquito pick, right, granted you want to prevent him from rotating, which is a bit of a problem. But at the same time, you're going to have a hero that plays in the half spaces. You need protection for your backline, because we know what Paquito's playstyle is. He wants to come in, he wants to make sure that he can do the damage into the backline. And here is where I'm like not too sure about this, right? A Guinevere into a Paquito. I don't know, what do you guys think at home? Guinevere into a Paquito? I mean, at level 4, maybe Guinevere can do something, but that's going to be you're going to have to put a lot of skill into that. Because Paquito is just going to be bullying the Guinevere all the way from level 1 to level 4. It's only at level 4 she's going to have some hope. And if you're going to be playing the Guinevere on the XP lane, 100% you're going to need the Dreadnought armor as your first item. 100%. You may even want to complete the full antique. Alright, so it looks like Io, they actually want to take away the Badang from the hands of Deus. suspecting that there could be a possible Badang on the roam, because Badang Akai is another deadly combination that can be played as part of your mid trio. So picking him up might have been a good idea. Does synergize with the Kimmy. Will we see them go for a fighter on the gold lane? Since they already have MM on the mid lane with the Kimmy pick coming in. So personally, I'd be thinking, let's ban out some mages. You might want to get the Zetian removed, because Zetian is always going to be a problem. And if she's got a passive up, it does provide a certain... Oh, they miss a ban. Was that a lag out? Well, I don't think so, because there's usually somebody in the WhatsApp group, I mean on the Discord channels, to be able to deal with this, right? Yeah, there is a referee there, so, you know, I don't think that was a lag out. But is that what of a missed ban? Now with Deus, right, it's kind of interesting what they're going to be going for as their bans. I think they also suspect that it might be fighter on the gold lane. So will we see them go for the Ruby as the next ban as well? Because Ruby could work well into Io's composition if you're picking up the Ruby on the gold lane. They've got one more ban to go, and once more, like I said, I think it should be mage bans. Zetian, Valentina, but they decide to go in with the Yuzong. Interesting. I don't think they suspect that this might be a Guinevere on the XP lane. Because, I mean, you can get the swap out, right? Let's be honest. You can actually put the Kai onto roam and then the Gwyn into the jungle, which personally I feel might be the better decision. But this draft is looking very, very 50-50. It's all going to come down to what happens next. Banning out the carry. Interesting. I thought they would have went for the Ruby ban. But maybe carry just to... Because carry can deal with the Harrod to a certain degree. Especially if you're using that second skill, first skill combo. In the early part of the game, just bait out the dash, and the moment he dashes, just go in, dash forward, second skill, and then throw the first skill after that. It does enough to force him back and not be able to zone you out of lane. So Maftizi with the next pick, and what are they going to go for in the jungle? Interesting with the Balmont. Balmont's is a little bit of a problem, but Dub doesn't even waste time. And this is actually quite interesting. Is we're going to see a Guinevere in the mid lane. Deus is just... They're really throwing in some deuces in here with their draft. Like, I did not suspect a Guinevere on the mid lane. Not at all. But when it comes to Bernadetta up against the Paquito, this is once again, it's going to be a skill-based matchup. I think Paquito will have the upper hand, at least till level 2. And then once Benny gets that second skill, she can immune a lot of the damage. And Maftizi with the final pick deciding to go for Melissa. I mean, the go away could prove to be problematic, but you got a double MM strat coming out here. And a double MM strat is high risk, high reward, right? If you can actually get the double MM strat to work for you or in your favor, you know, it's pretty devastating, right? But to get them both online is going to be a little bit iffy in terms of how you're prioring your farm. But with the Balmont pick, I mean, we know that he's very difficult to invade. He's excellent at dealing with tanks or tanky players. The only thing I'm going to say is a little bit iffy, right, is the Johnson pick. I'm not a fan of Johnson, but that's just me. That's just me, right? I'm like, Johnson is a pretty decent hero, but what he does, like in terms of the fact that he's level 4 and then driving around looking for those pickoffs is a little bit crazy. Oh, this is a Bernadetta mid lane. Oh my goodness, the engagement here onto Romsey. And he's forced back there. This is going to be something else in the mid lane. I do say they're going really interesting with their drafting in game number 2. This is some crazy stuff. I mean, I wouldn't have expected it from them. I mean, their first draft was quite on point. But Zen, he's going to be engaged upon by Shroomsy, who wants to punish them going for a fighter. Because I mean, like right now, you don't have the ability to deal with the Kimmy. You can see the damage output is in there. As once more, Zen, he's trying to get into the backline. He's going to get caught up on the Paquito. He goes into the second skill just to escape. Guinevere tries to land the spatial migration, but not on point. This is not going to be a fun time here in the mid lane. For the side of Deus, because I mean, this Kimmy is going to really hurt. Oh, meanwhile, it's going to be enemy number 1 engaging onto Maftizi, forcing him back. Has the Revitalize to heal back up, so he's going to be fairly okay. Just getting those last hits in as Zentaro comes in just to try to protect the lane. But yeah, I mean, just look at the zoning from enemy. He's just making sure that he can get that little bit of extra farm. So that's going to be no wagon available. But now Johnson, he's going to be engaged upon you. Is the lethal counter available? Yes, it is. First blood going the way of IO as they get a pick off here on the gold lane. And ability to make their movements across. This is the only real issue with Akai, is that his jungle clear is not the quickest in the world. And you can see it's just it does slow down your rotation. There's a bit of a scout out in here as Akai. He's going to get caught up. There's the second skills coming through here. He does hit that level 5 timing. Johnson with the stun onto Kimmy. But look at the patience being shown here from Utah. He's also got the level 5, so it's Retri's pretty much even. Meanwhile, the XP lane battle is continuing between all of them. Zincharo was taken down quite low, so he's going to have to recall. It's going to be a straight out Retri battle, but it's spin for spin there. It's the heavy spin that wins out. But Sans, he's going to get caught out. But all the control coming in. Do they get the stuns and the lock-on? Well, the flicker from Zincharo just keeping him alive. So things are pretty even at the start of this game. This one, like we were saying from the draft itself, this one had that very 50-50 kind of feel to it. Now, the side of Deus making their movements across. They want to try to build that control, and Johnson now finally hits that level 4 power spike timing. So, will we see him rotate with the team? No, he's using the legend skin. He's making those plays across. Is he coming in straight for the Paquito, who's going in with full combinations in here? But they're just circling as Reckless just heals back up a little bit. Now a potential engage here around the Little. Are they going to crash in? Yes, they do. Do they have the control to deal with Utah? He's going to get caught out, and that's going to be a pickup. Meanwhile, underneath the turret, enemy number 1. Ooh, what a dash to safety. I mean, he predicted that. Meanwhile, engagements here into the mid lane as Reckless. He's going to be pressurized here by Zenjuro. With Bernadetta going in with a combination, but Zentaro dashes back once more. Some good micro plays happening from both teams just to avoid a lot of the damage. But Deus, they've picked themselves up a slender gold lead at this moment in time. The first blood not affecting them too much in terms of what they can do, but there's a Paquito. He's so deadly. Gets a lot of pressure here onto Zen on the Bernadetta, just forcing that Bernadetta back. Now Johnson, he's driving around. He's looking for the right angle. He wants to go in. Not quite yet, though. Not quite yet. Just using this to bait out. Meanwhile, enemy number 1, he's going to get caught, and that's going to be a full-on combination play. But can Maftizi get back to safety? He avoids everything. The eclectic blades as well. Second skill comes out. There's the lethal counter in from the Bellman. So this is a beautiful engage going the way of IO as they're hoping to build more gold onto Maftizi there. The control once more onto this Johnson. He's going to be trapped underneath the turret, and that's going to be another pick-off kill as IO. They should be able to eat up this entire turret as well. Deus, they try to get a bit of a counterplay going onto the XP lane, but nothing doing. But Utah, he's taking down this buff. He manages to secure it and get back to safety. This turtle is quite low, but look at the play coming in from Zintaro. He gets the setup once more, but there's going to be the turtle. Now Johnson, he's trying to find his target in here. Like I said, it's the Johnson play is the one that's not the one that I'm not saying that Derp is not playing Johnson well. I mean, he drives better than I do under Johnson. That's like 100% for certain. But in terms of like his effectiveness in the team fights, it's a little bit of a problem to deal with. They were trying to get the engagement onto Kimmy. Meanwhile, there is a pickup onto the top lane with Harrod. He's just forces out the go away from the Melissa, but has to be careful because he could be in a bit of no man's land. Now he's going to be engaged upon here as Zintaro wants to try to get some counterplays going in, but Sans, he provides that degree of protection. But look at this from the Belmont. Oh, the sidestep, but he still manages to get the pick off into the back line. Missed the lethal counter, but while this fight is going on here, Johnson's going to try to walk out. Heavy spin has been committed. It's all three members trapped up in here in the bot lane. Now it's going to be the play coming through from Nexus, who does get the jump into the back lane, but he's going to get cancelled out. Meanwhile, they almost secure the mid lane turret, but things are definitely in favor of Immortal Order in this game. They've gotten themselves at least about a 1k gold lead. Nothing too hectic just yet. The zoning is in here. Now the stuns come out. Now the crash here has the dash back from Shroomsy just kept him safe, but look at this, it's a shutdown kill. The spatial migration Violet Requiem combination comes in, lethal counter, not enough to secure the kill, and just like that, the game turned around in terms of kills and gold, though IO are still in the lead in terms of map control, so they have that going into their favor. They just need the discipline necessary to be able to deal with this. Once more, Johnson taking a lot of poke damage. Muftizi is going to be the definite win condition for the side of IO. Picking up the Wind Talker, a part of the Rose Gold is built as well. And now engagement here onto the bot lane, but it's going to be a counter play coming through. Zabin Force has been committed, but they're trying to get the first crack going, but Sans with the protection. Meanwhile, zoning happening. He doesn't want to waste that heavy spin just yet. Now he goes and commits the heavy spin. It's just so funny to watch the two spins. But that means he's not going to have this available for this first, for the last turtle of the game. However, they do secure a turret in the mid lane. So that does sort of even things up. Granted, Melissa is sort of free farming there on the top lane, and that's going to be kind of scary come the latter parts of the game. Well, provided it gets into there, but a 2k gold lead being built up by the side of Deus, who seem to have found their footing with this play, but there's an engagement from Johnson almost landing with a crash onto the Paquito. Meanwhile, Harith, he's putting pressure in here, but there's the crash. It's onto one only. It's only onto the Badang, who goes in with the first crack as a counter. The setup is in there, but there's going to be the Zabon Force committed as well. But what a play here. It's a 2-for-0 trade-off from the side of IO. They pulled that back. A lovely first crack coming in from Badang as the counter set up to the Johnson. But now plays into the mid lane. They do need to try to keep these turrets, at least the mid lane turrets, safe if you're the side of Deus. But a nice camp out here from the Paquito. They're trying to engage in onto Muftizi. Oh, he gets caught out. The go away is there. The heavy spin has been committed as Melissa is just sort of escaping. But Benny doesn't want to let this go. He goes in with a dive underneath the turret, uses the second skill, and that's Zabin Force has been committed as well. So it's a 2-for-1 trade-off. That has taken place. 40 seconds to go for the Lord. Utah with the play onto Sans, and without the heavy spin, he doesn't really want to go in and reckless. He tried to get the setup, but this is the power of the Pac-Man as he gets a return kill there. And so that's going to be overall 2-for-2 trade-off. So it makes it a bit more even. Now Benny uses the second skill just to bait out once more as they do keep that mid lane protected to Deus. But with the skills they have, right, it's 10 seconds to go for the Lord. Heavy Spin will be up in a few seconds. You've got Johnson just driving around here. The one thing I will say about having a Johnson, it's kind of difficult to contest for the Lord with the Johnson. Meanwhile, Johnson, he crashes in. His target was there. Stromsy is taken down as Zinchero has to disengage. Sabin Force was committed as well in this engagement. Do they take out Utah? He went in with a lethal counter. He does manage to disengage, but there's the first crack. It's a shutdown. They managed to get a potential turnaround, but the spatial migration not landing onto the target that they were looking for, as Derp has to disengage. This means no Lord will be available. Oh, but a guy, he's going to get trapped up. He goes in with a heavy spin, but the go away is in there, just keeping the Melissa safe as Sans was trying to make sure that he could drag that Melissa underneath the turret. But now, once more, we see Derp just going for a drive-by. This is like maybe some of the GTA 6 actions. Oh, but the crash happened underneath the turret. And it's going to be Reckless taken down. Derp should follow suit. He's going to be melted by this Melissa, who is really starting to hurt right now. And this means IO with the ability to take this Lord uncontested. Sans wants to try to go in for a contest, but do you want to walk in there as a tank up against double MM? He is being zoned away here. Beautiful zoning from the put down. It's just making sure there's a nicely executed strategy from IO, just keeping themselves the breathing space that's necessary. Now the clear comes through, but once more, Badang MVP of this match so far. A lovely setup with the first crack, making sure that they can get the 2 pickoffs in there. Once more, Reckless into the backline. He does connect with the spatial migration, but there's the lethal counter to make sure that there's a setup. And will we see IO get that early game return here? They do have the Lord storming through, and I mean, if you're looking at the timer, there is no Holy Shields, right? It's 1 second, no seconds. 12 minutes has been hit. So they're not going to be stressed too much about this. However, no wave equilibrium from the side of IO. Could this be problematic? The Eclectic Blades, when the second skill comes out, it's a 1-for-nothing trade-off. The Lord will storm in here, and there's the ability to get the lock onto the turret, though they can clear the waves in here. Lord being stopped by the Bernadetta, and so they do protect the tier 3 turrets for the most part. Heavy spin, nice heavy spin here onto the Belmont as they drag him back, get a shutdown kill. But with the pressure being applied, they gotta protect your tier 3 turrets. They do manage to keep them up and running. But still, the game is in favor of IO right now. They've gotten themselves a very healthy 3k gold lead. And not the biggest gold lead in the world, but, solid. Akai using the retribution, forcing Shroomsy back. But you got to be careful of the Melissa. Melissa is where the problem really comes into play. If you can't get the Melissa taken out, that's kind of the win condition right now. I mean, Melissa is 2-1-9. And just taking a look at her build already, I mean, she's almost complete build. It's going to be Malefic Gun coming through as the next item. And with that Malefic Gun, it might be GG's. Because you also have the Kimmy to worry about as well. That's the thing with these double MM strats. And it's been this control that's been happening here from Zintaro. Look at that. Is a killing spree, but meanwhile in the mid lane there's a huge battle going. They catch the Kimmy out, and that's Shroomsy taken down. Heavy spin was committed. The go away is in there. Look at Melissa. She is just melting through everybody right now. Derp does manage to get to a bit of safety, but Sans, he's taking a bit of poke damage. This mid lane turret should fall. Melissa does secure that. The first crack comes in there, and a lovely setup with the lethal counter. This could be a winning position. It's just about the waves. Can they do this? They've cracked the base open. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. The timing might be a little bit low. Are they gonna really go for this here? They were trying. This Airborne Force comes in, but look at the Melissa. She's like, we don't need no Lord. You got me. You got me, and I can lock onto the base. Just need to try to find the space in here. As Reckless being forced back, Muftizi is just locking onto the base. Needs one more minion wave, and that's going to be that Immortal Order pulling this back 1-1. Though I will say that the draft from Deus was, look, it was clever, like their plan. It just didn't pay off as well as they would have hoped it would. Very, very, very interesting. Like, maybe if you switched out the Johnson for a different aroma, it could have worked out. And not to say that Dub played badly. He did fairly, fairly well on the Johnson. But that little bit of extra control, it's the reason why Johnson's not meta is because his playstyles, contrary to like what you expect Romas to do, right? But with that being said, right, IO doing a very, very good job in this game, and as expected, Zentaro on that Badang picking up the MVP. That was a solid performance from that Badang. Definite match-winning performance. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to head into the pause screen for a little bit while we get the next and final game set up for the evening. It's going to be Phantom Nexus up against Yin Squad coming up in just a few minutes.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass, everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press, one move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow, everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie, yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath. Inside, underneath. You were never alone.
Slow burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Through the street, every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar cry in a minor key, something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see, just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but I feel lost. Same road, but the light don't solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. For the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. Hardest time, yeah, we still here. From the dark to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side. We rise, hear the crowd, feel the vibe. This time, thank you all for the ride. Every view, every name, every face, every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. This is Waylander here as we're heading into the next game of the evening. It's game number 1 in this best of 2 between Phantom Nexus and the Yin squad. We're into the banning phase already. So as you can see, with Toshi from Phantom Nexus with the first ban for his team. Now, will we see the typical bans like, you know, your Marcells, your Paquitos, and ooh, interesting. I mean, look, I'm a big fan of Grok in terms of what he brings to the table still. Granted, there are quite a few strong roamers in there, but Grok is certainly up there with them. And having this Grok being banned out very early on is going to lead to some interesting combination plays that they could have. I suppose what they want to do is have a little bit more of a frontline combination, because Grok is really good at dealing with frontliners. He provides just the right amount of control, set, and damage. Paquito to follow up ban from Yin Squad, which is, I mean, if you're not first pick, you're not going to be allowing the Paquito to be available. Leo mod, interesting in terms of the ban, because he's a pretty decent jungle, very good at securing objectives. I suppose the side of Phantom Nexus would have done their research, their homework onto the Yin Squad, and they're just looking at getting rid of that Leo mod as well. The Yin Squad banning out carry this early on, sort of, it's like tilting your hand where you're sort of revealing what your strat's going to be like, where you're also planning on picking up maybe a Fred, maybe an Akai, maybe the Basha, and, well, a Fanny ban coming up from Phantom Nexus. I don't know, have I seen Yin Squad pick up a Fanny? I'm not sure. I don't think I have seen them pick up the Fanny before, right? But Fanny, if you're up against a Fanny main, like, it's always good to ban out the Fanny, because it comes in as like this very clutch pocket pick at the end, and I mean her play style is so devastating. The mid lane's never safe, number one. There's that split push potential that she provides. Any amount of overextension is highly punishable. So even when it comes to contesting, like you get normal contests on the side lanes, just 100% the normal contest. Fanny is just going to be zipping around and then getting those pickoffs and changing the course of the game. She's very difficult to deal with. But as we're just watching Chaos picking up the Thamos. Is this going to be Thamos XP? Will it be flexed into the jungle position? Well, let's get to see. Thamos is not a bad hero to deal with a tanky composition. So, without the carry being available, you kind of have a bit of a tank melter there as well. But right now, you've got some very solid picks available. And it looks like the side of Yin, they're not too stressed about going into a Thamos. They decide to go for that Matilda and Akai combination, which is quite a deadly one. You got Akai with a shield, with extra shield, and this is where the whole itemization process gets a little bit interesting, because with an Akai being picked up, right? You can, and with Matilda being present, you can actually try to rush play maybe the Oracle, not as your first item, because you need certain degree of survivability, but you can, most certainly, you can go for the play where you can pick up Oracle, because it synergizes so well with Matilda. But the next picks coming through from Phantom, going to be the Minotaur and the Sicilian. Minnow, not the earliest game roamer, right? The same can be said for Sicilian. But if this scales into the late game, both of them start to shine. Minnow will provide that extra bit of sustain for the Thamos, and, well, Sicilian, if you're not going to have the backline dive to try to deal with the Sicilian, is going to be a bit of a problem. Ethereal Eclipse locking onto Zetian. Zetian is always a good combo. Can synergize again well with the Matilda play as well, because you're going to see as the Circling Eagle lands, you're going to see that you will watch the follow up there with the Fury of the Phoenix. It's just providing extra control and damage output. So the side of Yin Squad, they just want to focus removing any of these tank melters or potential tank melters, getting rid of the X-Borg. So it looks like that's their focus for this next phase in the game. There's still a lot of MMs available, right? And I would expect to see some MM bans coming out. It's Hanabi already by Phantom Nexus. Tempest Sky, what will we be locking onto here? What's a potential that could cause a bit of problems? Maybe a Harith, if you're not going to be picking it up, to just maybe ban it out, possibly. Or they decide to go for the Leslie play, which means potentially they going to be looking at the Moskov. Mortis, the final ban from Phantom Nexus. I actually expect to see a Moskov being picked up here from the side of Yin squad. I mean, they're holding on in terms of their decision, but like Moskov, it's who you can really use to deal with him in lane. Maybe a Clint, which we've seen less and less picks off recently. Surprisingly so. But they're like they're really counting down here time-wise. I hope this wasn't a lag out or anything. Okay, no. They were really holding on to their decision, and this draft is very interesting. We've seen some like, at least in the last game as well, there were like picks where I was like, okay, picking up the Fredrin, so it's going to be most probably a Kai on the XP lane. And you can see Phantom Nexus are like, wait a minute here. If they're picking up Fred, then it means that it's going to be a Kai on the XP lane, so they swap out spells, and now it's going to be the choice for the jungle pick coming through. Now, what's going to be a good jungle? Ooh, Suyu, right, look, okay. Suyu is very, very strong in terms of his jungle clear speed. I mean, granted, he was nerfed, but with the tankiness that the side of Yin are bringing to the table, would you want to have an assassin? I don't know, because I'm actually expecting them to go for a hard early game invade. They're drafting for it. And if you throw in maybe a Ruby with this, like a Ruby on the gold lane, because Ruby can deal with the Melissa. Unless you want to go for maybe a Clint pickup. Moskov is still available. Moskov is pretty good into this lineup as well. Personally, I would say a Moskov might be the best option. But Killzone deciding to go for the Beatrix, some big AoE spells in there. So the drafts have been decided. We're ready and set to head into game number 1. So let's see who's going to be drawing first blood in this matchup between Phantom Nexus and Yin Squad. This could prove to be an entertaining one, though we have seen in the games already from yesterday into today. It's been very, very quick matches. I mean, nothing. I think it was just one game that went beyond the 20-minute mark yesterday, but most of the games was like, and that was strangely enough, I'd Void playing up against Miracle Gen, game number 1. Miracle Gen, what a performance from them. Almost clutching it out there, but Void proving to be too strong in the end, and then they kind of just switched gears in the second game and had like a dominant second match. However, with that being said, are we heading into a longer game? Because the longer game does favor the side of Phantom Nexus, or will it be a quicker one? Are we going to see this aggressive plays coming through from the side of Yin Squad? I mean, they drafted for early game aggression. Are they going to be using it? Mahaba here just scouting out the jungle just to provide a little bit of vision, but Zetian already the passive being procced. The thing with the Zetian versus a Sicilian matchup, right? Zetian's not really going to be able to outrange the Sicilian. You can see already he's trying to build the stacks there. Is Zay's 100. Now, both the jungles not opting for any bit of counter jungle play. With Temper Sky just making sure that he can secure the litho, just a little bit of extra farm. Meanwhile, on the XP lane, it's the Thamos who went in for a lane cut, right? But was poked out a bit here by the Akai. He has to be a little bit careful because Matilda is coming in for that wraparound play, but he does dash back to a bit of safety in there. Might lose. Ooh, Ayuchi there just hitting that last minion. Otherwise, Thamos would have lost out quite a bit of XP from there. Now Thamos going to be engaged upon, wants to try to get the set into the backline, but the poke damage coming in from Ethereal Eclipse is kind of crazy, but Toshi on that Tsuyu forces everybody back. Revitalizes coming through. Well, the stuns from this Minnow very much on point as he's managing to control the waves. Meanwhile, Melissa with the big poke damage here onto Killzone, and he's just like zoning away. This is going to be a complete wagon being missed here by Killzone, who's forced to recall. And so Melissa establishing that wave equilibrium, knowing that she has the options to take quite a bit of extra farm. Killzone just healing back up and trying to get at least as much gold as possible. Meanwhile, the Melissa here, Wormlord just holding the line. Well, we're going to switch around to the turtle action here just very quickly. A turtle being started, set, reset. Suyu with a dive onto Mahaba on the Matilda. Thamos trying to find that space to get in onto the Fredrin. It's a question of control. Akai does have the heavy spin, so this is a huge skill. And as you can see, beautiful pin there onto Toshi. With the Fury of the Phoenix coming out, Appraiser's Wrath is in there, but the Inferno being committed by the Thamos. He picks up first blood. So Turtle first blood, I'd say honors even, but it looks like the side of Phantom Nexus don't want honors even. They're going in even deeper. They take out the Akai. Meanwhile, Melissa made the rotation across here, and Killzone seizing the opportunity to get as much gold as he possibly can from that engagement, just to try and keep things a bit even. If you're looking at the goal between the two gold laners, it's nothing significant, nothing to write home about. Now, the rest of the players are making their movements across. Minnow does have the Minnow and Fury. Oh, Temper Sky doesn't catch that taunt. With Melissa safe underneath the turret with the wave being pressured in there. Minnow, I think he's going for the rush play onto, yeah. He looks like he's going to be rushing Flask. Mahaba with some poke damage. Sanguine Claws being committed by the Sicilian as both mid laners are battling for that mid lane control. Meanwhile, Melissa could be pressured out here. Has going to have to dash back to safety. Does have the go away, which she does throw out. Oh my goodness, it's the turnaround. It is Melissa in a 2v1 gets the kill on Killzone on the Beatrix. Nice Sanguine Claws drag back with the Minoan Fury as the follow-up. And look at this Melissa. She picks up a double. Circling Eagle was committed as well. The Revitalize baited out, but just not enough healing power just yet to be able to keep teammates safe. Meanwhile, Toshi here with the counter jungle plays. He's going to try to steal as much farm as he possibly can. He knows the first or second turtle of the game is up. He wants to try to get a bit of a dash in. He thought Mahaba was going to dash back, but Mahaba is just escaping that. Oh, but the full barrage coming through. However, the heals from Toshi just makes it a-okay. Meanwhile, the battle on the XP lane is carrying on, which is an interesting one to worry about because without Akai being available, there's going to be no heavy spin. Nice zoning Bats Feast coming out from the Sicilian, and that's going to be second turtle going the way of Phantom Nexus, who are sitting 5-0 and picking up almost a 2k gold lead, just like slightly off from that. Now the engagement into the jungle, Flicker coming out, circling Eagle onto the Sicilian, who's trying to escape this, but there's gonna be Ochi into the backline, heavy spin being committed to Appraiser's Wrath is able to follow, but the Minoan Fury into the mix. However, quick rotations from the Beatrix, this could be a quick turnaround. We should see 4 taken down, and that is big chunk of gold being removed by the side of Yin Squad. Melissa did trade this off for the mid lane, for the top lane turret, but with the kill zone in here, they're going to have to try the Sanguine Claws catches onto the Bat's Feast. The Flicker is not in there. Melissa with the rotation, and they take out another 2, and well, they keep the gold lead at about 1k. It was down to nothing. Nice steal there from Mahava onto the little Sanguine Claws, just slightly off the mark. So this is a very aggressive game between these two teams. We're heading into the 6-minute mark already, 11 kills. It's like 2 kills a minute, pretty much. Very, very aggressive start by both teams. But the turret control, or the map control, pretty much even. I'd say this game is fairly balanced. Fairly balanced between the two. It's going to come down to these neutral objectives and when you can get these potential pickoffs, as Minnow just forcing Mahaba back, not allowing him to roam freely and give the vision that he wants to gain. What nice pickoff there in the bot lane, and with the control here onto the Suyu, circling Eagle being committed, he's the next one to be taken out, but with the Kai diving into the back line, Minnow with a Minoan Fury, just not enough heals, and that's going to be a 4-for-nothing trade-off with the potential to take this mid lane turret as well. Turtle is up. Are they going to go for the push here? Wormlord on this Melissa has been like deadly in terms of the poke skill. Now he's going in there with a full combination. Pops a go away. Can he get a kill? Yes, he does. He's diving in even further. Oh my goodness, he gets the double. Escapes the shotgun blast. He's going to try to heal back up. This Melissa is going to prove to be a problem if they can't deal with her. She's already unstoppable, sitting on 5.6k gold at the 7-minute mark, which is kind of crazy. Now Kai, the heavy spin being used defensively to escape. And still this game very even between the two. Melissa with a poke onto the turret has to try and disengage here. Has now joined the Sicilian and the Minnow in the mid lane just to stay a little bit safe. She's trying to get a bit of poke damage, but has to be careful because, I mean, you don't want to really get caught out. Oh, there's Temper Sky trying to get it onto the Melissa. There's a Fury of the Phoenix. The go away does come out, and there's the shutdown by Temper Sky. Lovely timing in there. Zetchin using the flicker just to get back to safety. Appraiser's Wrath comes in, and the taunt onto Zaze, who does manage to disengage, and well, Beatrix seizing the opportunity to take a turret in a response there to that pick-off kill in the mid lane. And with that, the game has swung a little bit in the favor of the side of Yin squad, picking up a decent goal lead. Now the engagement in the mid lane is no place to be safe, and that's going to be a huge pick-off onto the Sicilian. Pressure being placed onto the mid lane turret as Melissa's trying to defend this, but he's going to be caught out. Akai tried to dash in, couldn't get that right angle to land the heavy spin. Suyu with the skill shot, but there's the Fury of the Phoenix setting up for everybody as they take down another. And Yin squad, they've got the butt between their teeth right now in this mid part of the game. They've gotten themselves into a pretty strong position. Map control is in there. Lord will be up in the next few seconds. It's all going to be a question of can they get that push happening in the bot lane, create the space for themselves to start this Lord. They need to the duo of the Yin squad need to make a move quickly across the map to be able to get into position. Thalmos just trying to find that angle, wants to try to disrupt. The Lord is quite low. Fredrin secures it. Now there's going to be a full-on engage. Sanguine Claws does get committed. There's the Circling Eagle as well, but Akai with a heavy spin with the trap. But does he have the damage output? Not quite. So that was a big team fight. Lots of spells committed. Nobody falling, and the Lord going the way of Yin squad. Now it's all a question of, as we know, wave equilibrium and balance. You got to make sure that your pushes are even. Granted, we still have the Holy Shields and will have the Holy Shields up for us. So you may want to try to get the second waves set up. Now Melissa and Minnow are in position to defend, but Fred, he's making that the play for the wraparound. He does catch up the Sicilian, wants to try and continuously apply pressure to him, who uses the Bat's Feast to try to escape, but they do take out the Beatrix. The Lord charging in here. Melissa really does hurt at this moment in time. Suyu wants to try to get a bit of a pick-off. He goes in, but has to dash back to safety. But Melissa, she's found a nice angle to get in onto Ethereal Eclipse, but it's nothing doing further than that. Control onto the Fredrin does land the Appraiser's Rat, but Minnow with the Minoan Fury and the heal just keeps everybody alive. But now it's Akai to the back line. He lands the heavy spin, just stuns up the Minnow. But look at this from the Sicilian. He's caught underneath the turret. Circling Eagle is in there as Tempest Sky picks up a double. Now, Thamus, he's going to try to eat through all of this. But, oh my goodness, the big bunk from the Appraiser's Wrath. And that's going to be a second tier 2 turret with the Holy Shield being popped as well. But I don't think that's going to matter at this particular stage. We are heading close to the 12-minute mark. In terms of the items so far, I mean, Melissa was sort of storming through to a pretty solid lead, but the moment they can get the pressure onto Melissa, that's where the problems come into play for Phantom Nexus. So they're gonna have to make sure that they keep this Melissa alive. So it's just a question of protecting that Melissa. You gotta make sure Melissa is alive and well. She's the win condition if you're the side of Phantom Nexus. Yin, if they continue the way they're engaging right now, they're getting themselves into some very strong positions. That the Fury of the Phoenix has been coming in very, very clutch in terms of the follow-up. We all were saying that the Circling Eagle into the Fury of the Phoenix was a nice combination. We're under 30 seconds to go for this next Lord. This time around, they've got the Beatrix with the split push, which I think is a clever strat, though she's going to have to make the movement across any second now. Because, the heavy spin actually was committed as they're engaging onto the Thamus. It's an unstoppable for the Akai. Appraiser's Wrath does land as Minnow trying to heal through all of this, pops the Revitalize, but the control is here onto the Suyu. Does he have the mobility to escape? Fred, he goes in. Is he going to get taken down? Oh my goodness, that shield coming in so clutch from Mahaba. Meanwhile, Killzone just took full advantage of what was going on and managed to secure a tier 3 turret. So this gives the side of Yin squad a huge advantage going in here. They've got the numbers to play around with, but Yoshi, he's like, wait a minute, this Melissa really does hurt. And now with the Lord, once again, it's just all a question of wave equilibrium and management from the side of Yin. They did do it quite well, but this is one Lord that they could actually potentially end this game with. But Phantom Nexus, I mean, they had a pretty strong start to the game. Were dragged back quite a bit. At one point, it was like 5-0 in their favor. So they have the defensive capabilities. Once again, we say this is like the protect the president matchup. You got to make sure that you keep the Melissa alive. She's your definite win condition. Lovely wave equilibrium from the side of Yin squad. They've got all the waves synced up, making their crash in here. Melissa wants to protect this tier 2 turret and does manage to do so. But there's 2 waves going to be crashing in. The Lord is already into the base. Chaos being poked down quite a bit. Fredden, he's in deep and he's not in the healthiest of conditions. And so far, in terms of protection of both President and base, you can see the defensive skills coming out very much on point. But there's a Fury of the Phoenix. Now we see the counter engage coming through. The knock up, the go away coming out from Melissa. Tempest Sky, he's in too deep, but somehow he manages to escape the heavy spin using to just secure that. And that's going to be a tier 3 turret taken down, but the defense holding for the most part. It was a definite winning angle for the side of Yin squad, but Phantom Nexus keeping themselves in the game, and as long as you're in the game, anything can happen. So Lucky is a definite Yin supporter here. He's like, yeah, in Yin we trust. Can they get themselves over the finish line? They've gotten themselves into a pretty strong position right now. It's still quite a bit of time to go for this Lord. Again, they're maintaining discipline, not pushing waves in, just going with the jungle invades just to make sure that they can deny as much farm as they possibly can. Going for control. It's still a minute. Still a minute to go for the next Lord. It won't be an 18-minute Lord. Freydin gets a taunt into the backline, but now he's going to be engaged upon by the Thamus. Has to be careful. Alright, so it seems that we had a little bit of some lag issues. I wonder who it was with the lag issues. So that just gives us a little bit of a moment to reflect on what could potentially happen in here. Like we said, right, it's Yin in a strong position. They've gotten themselves a 9k gold lead at this moment in time. No, 9. What is it? 8k gold lead at this moment in time. which is a very, very healthy gold lead, to say the least. However, the longer this game goes on, the more in favor the switches to Phantom Nexus, because they've got some huge late game scaling heroes, Melissa and Sicilian specifically. Muno also scales quite nicely into the late game, especially with his heals. So having this advantage also comes with a window of opportunity. There's going to be a particular period in time where they can take advantage of this before it gets a little bit too difficult. And here's the thing, right? This is one of the reasons why Sicilian was so meta for so long. He's one of the best heroes at base defenses. Fantastic hero to deal with base defense, right? Because he's got massive wave clear potential. You've got those slows, some control, and the range itself, because you're gonna have to try to get the dive onto him. And it's not like a Yin squad have dive heroes. They've got a very solid front line and very nice combination play. So for Yin, they need to get those combos going and time it. And a lot of their timing is going to come down to the Fury of the Phoenix, because that's the one skill that will allow their front line to be able to have the time to get into the back line, right? So the game is, as I said, in favor of Yin. It is in Yin's favor, but it's not so deep where you can say that you know they're going to be running 100% away with it. So your English is quite good, Lucky. Okay, you are from Miracle Gen. Oh, you are Doom. Nice to meet you. You guys had an excellent showing against Void in the first game, at least. Second game, okay, Void was very strong, right? They went ultra aggressive. But the strategy you used against Void, I don't think their gold laner was very impressed with the strategy that you used. You hard focused him. I thought the way that game was going, it looked like it was heading towards a box of chocolates, but it was highly entertaining matchup, that first game. One of my favorites in the tournament so far. Now, with that being said, we just have a minute and a half to go off the pause that's left. So I'm not sure who lagged out and what the problems were, unfortunately, right? Because I usually don't check my phone to see what the issues were. I think maybe I should do that. Okay, it was Suyu with the lag out. I was just checking now. So Suyu had a bit of a lag out, right? Hopefully they can get themselves sorted out. We do have 40 seconds to go before we have to, unfortunately, unpause, because I'm sure all of you know that there's only a maximum of 5 minutes. Yeah, Lucky, first game you could have won. Which was very impressive, right? Because we all know Void is one of the top teams in the server. It was a very impressive performance in that first game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what your squad brings to the table. And Shady, thank you for that information. Suyu is the one that lags out. 5 seconds to go, and then we're unfortunately forced to restart. Hopefully he has gotten his internet connection dealt with, and we're into the game once more. And no, Suyu has not gotten himself sorted out. That's just very unfortunate. We have like this 5-minute pause rule, and when you use the 5 minutes, you use the 5 minutes. It kind of sucks, because I actually felt that Phantom Nexus have the ability to defend this. It's a question really of
the clever plays that could potentially come out from the side of Yin squad. But without the Su Yu being available, I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to contest for this. It'll be some dramatic steal on the Lord if that has to happen. But the zoning already taking place here from Yin squad going to prove to be difficult. But Fred, he's probably summoning that Beatrix here's the kills out. You need to help me. Oh, good luck. Yeah, I'm waiting to see some Paquito plays. Well, that's if Paquito is going to be left open. And now, pressure being applied onto the Akai, gets back to safety. But Yin have been super disciplined, right? Okay, it looks like Toshi is back up and running. So he's going to be alive for the defense. So I know that they could have potentially contested for it, but I don't think that was really an option to contest for this Lord with the map pressure being placed the way it is. And it might have worked out in the favor of Phantom Nexus, because if they can get their defense sorted out, with Toshi, he doesn't want to allow any of his buffs to get stolen. He goes in, he lands secures the blue buff with the retry. They just want to try to disrupt this wave equilibrium setup or the wave sync here from the side of Yin, who have gotten this wave sync on point. I mean, just look at it. All three waves marching in. But once again, like, it's so difficult to do that with a Sicilian around. Now the engagement into the backline. Heavy spin has been committed. Go away from the Melissa. Fury of the Phoenix is in there as a follow-up. But Akai, he's kind of deep. Can he take out the Melissa? He can't really. And Appraiser's Wrath is there as well. But it's a 1-for-nothing trade-off so far. Can they find the angle to get into the backline? Is Melissa just forcing everybody back? And as we were saying, Phantom Nexus, they have definitely massive defensive capabilities, and this is the moment where the game can potentially swing in favor of Phantom Nexus. We're heading up to the 18-minute mark. We know that getting into the base for Yin is going to prove to be very, very, very difficult. Personally, I would have been saying it's time to sell items, lock onto immortalities, and just your target really is not so much the Melissa. Like, Melissa's got a decent wave clear, right? But it's the Sicilian that needs to be your target when the Lord was charging in. Because you don't have backline dive to get in onto the Sicilian, you're going to have to use Akai's heavy spin. Hard focus the Sicilian. He doesn't have Purify, so you can force him back and then just find enough space for Beatrix to be able to lock onto the base. That's really what it comes down to. That's the only way they can execute this. But as we said, this is where the gold is going to start to matter less and less. And it's all a matter of the potential pick-offs there that you can get. Oh, look at Thamos, and there's a knock-up in here. Minoan Fury, the follow-up is in there. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed, but the damage output was just kind of too high, and they take out the Melissa, and that's a huge pick-off. Huge, with the Lord being up in the next few seconds. I mean, the Beatrix, that's a massive kill. Su Yu just getting a little bit of a scout out. There's Thamos trying to dive in. We know how good he is at dealing with these tanky lineups. Akai getting poked down by the Melissa. Forced out the heavy spin. Melissa dashing back in here. Tempest Guy. He uses Appraiser's Wrath, but he's going to get locked out. But the guiding wins from a hopper, just keeping him safe. Now the lock-on is in here. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. Circling Eagle onto the Su Yu as well. But Melissa turns around with that poke damage. Has to heal back up. Minnow needs to just get a little bit closer towards where the team is. Akai went in for a potential backdoor, but oh my goodness, it's going to be a couple of kills coming in here. It's a shutdown and a double. Akai fighting up against the Suyu, who dashes back to safety. Now could he get caught out? There's the drag back as it's just Minnow keeping the vision here. Akai providing a decent amount of distraction. Minnow doesn't have the Minoan Fury, also doesn't have Revitalize. but that second skill of his does do quite a lot in terms of heals. Toshi just being zoned away here. He's gonna need his teammates to come in to deal with the Sakai, who's got the heavy spin available. He does commit it, but he's gonna get caught out. Oh, Beatrix with the full barrage, who's gonna land? This is gonna be a proper wrestling battle between the two. Melissa, she's trying to heal back up. Tempest, he does have the immortality. Oh, it's Cecilian who manages to get the pick off. Beatrix gets the shutdown, and that's a double for the Beatrix. That's a triple for Killzone. They lost the Lord, but picking up the triple. This could be a potential winning angle. They've got all 5. They need to march down. You're gonna have to commit the skills onto the Sicilian. Sicilian is the win condition. He's gonna drags into the Sanguine Claws. Fred senses that, gets the taunted. Beatrix with the flicker play, but has to disengage. Now the lock on, circling eagle. They need to get the Beatrix to actually lock onto the turret here, onto the Nexus. Oh my goodness, when she walked away, that was the problem. Killzone could have ended it, but has now given the enemy team some time to buy themselves a space to come back. Oh my goodness, heavy spin being committed onto the Thamus. Thamus is a tanky boy now. He's sustaining through all of this. He gets the setup and it's a shutdown for the Sicilian. There's going to be the fury of the Phoenix, and look at the minions. The minions are the ones who seem to want to end the game a little bit more. Now, the Lord still healthy and tanky, and now with the numbers advantage, especially with no Beatrix, they could make the rush play here, can Phantom Nexus. This game has swung around now. The potential to win the game in a completely different direction. This mid lane turret somehow survived till the 22-minute mark, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. There's the stun in, but guiding wins, keeping everybody safe. Lord being allowed to slow push on the top lane on himself. Zetchian, oh my goodness, it's going to be Zetchian forced back, but the heavy spin from the Akai, the go away is in there from the Melissa. She has the ability to heal through all of this. Sanguine Claws just off the mark. Minnow diving in once more. Can they get the lock onto the base? Are they going to try to do so? Oh, look at Sicilian, how much of damage that is. They're really starting to hurt, but they have protected the tier 3 turrets fairly well, given enough space for Killzone to come in. But this is the big Lord. This is the tanky Lord. Now, they're trying to get the wraparound play in here. Lord is going to be able to set up and charge. They should be able to at least crack the base open with this one wave. Minnow into the front line. Doesn't have the Minnow and Fury, but this turret being melted down. Lord with a big charge. Now the control, Appraiser's Wrath being committed as a Minnow goes in with the stuns. Circling Eagle being committed. Akai into the backline, but oh, the combo play coming through. It's a triple in there. The Lord is, and with the heavy spin pushback, it's a full team wipe. The next Lord has spawned up, but I don't think they have to worry about that. It's 50 seconds. That combo play in there from the side of Yin got themselves set up, and they actually managed to get a full team wipe this time around. I think Beatrix should be locking onto the turret. And that's first game going the way of Yin squad. But this was very, very, very back and front between the two teams. Victory! So with that being said, we're going to head into game number 2 for the evening. This was a very tightly contested matchup. Hopefully Suyu's lag issues have been sorted out. I'm just going to make sure that we can get I remember to do the swap, which we have done. Going to wait for the players to ready up. Toshi, you can see, just disconnecting. Right, so hopefully they'll be able to either get Toshi's internet sorted out or a substitute in. So this time around, it's Yin with the first picks, first bans. Kill Zone. What will they be going for? Because the bans, I will say this, right, were pretty interesting in the first game. There were some heroes left open that I didn't think were going to be left open. Although what I find so surprising is, teams not wanting to pick up the Hilda all that much. Hilda's not been picked as much as I would have expected her to, considering what a strong early game she has and how she sets up for counter jungling. The Paquito ban is very, very typical. And, well, Phantom Nexus saying, yeah, the Kai with that heavy spin, too devastating to deal with. Once more, the carry ban means that there's going to be probably another Fred pick coming through. And if, to be honest, if I was the side of Phantom Nexus, I'd actually allow the Fred pick to come through. And then just lock onto the Guinevere directly after the Fred pick. Just to make sure. So interesting with the Alice ban. I think Phantom Nexus have definitely done their homework here. What I've been impressed about in the course of the tournament so far is the fact that lots of teams have been researching one another to see picks and play styles. And it's Zushin and Zetian, two of the very meta mages being removed. As the first phase of the banning is done, now it's all about the picks. Yeah, you knew it was coming. It's not often that Marcel gets left open. And if Marcel is going to be left open, well, how can you pass up an opportunity like that?
So, who's next?
Chaos deciding to go for the Monkey King on the XP lane. Chrysoid locking onto Hanabi, and those are two very big split pushes. That means that the rest of the team has to go in very tanky to try to be able to survive this. Because the split pushers need space. They do. And this going for two split pushes early on is going to give Yin the opportunity to select an early game composition. You got Marcel, you can see Leomord is an early game damage dealer. Sets up for some nice counter jungle plays. And they go for the Belleric pick on the XP lane. So it looks like Yin are favoring picking up a tank on the XP lane. 2 games in a row they've done that. Interestingly enough. Wormlord is just flashing a little bit with that Lance pick. But Lance into this combination, I don't know. The Minnow did very well in the first game. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They decide to go and continue with that Minnow play. But once again, from Phantom Nexus, this is kind of a late game, very late game scaling composition. So they have to have that degree of patience. They're going to need to have a mage that can help them weather the storm, which I strongly suspect is what's going to happen in the next game. They ban out the Beatrix. That was picked up in the previous match, because, Killzone on that Beatrix did have a lovely set towards the end that got Yin the victory, because it was looking like Phantom Nexus was going to end with that. Once more, the Xborg ban coming through, as I think the side of Yin did suspect that it might be an Xborg jungle. They do like to make sure that these true damage heroes are banned out. Just like the first game, Carry and Xborg, same bans coming through in this particular match as well.
It's my way or the highway.
Interesting Ixia ban. I suppose they don't want to deal with the Ixia Belleric and actually the Marcel combination, because that's big team fight potential. Last ban of the game, I'm expecting to be a mage ban. maybe the Valentina or the Fasa or even Eve for that matter could be banned out. But probably I think the best ban would probably be God, because God would work very nicely into the lineup here. They decide to go for the Eve ban. Oh, God is available, but Phantom Nexus decided to go for the Changi, who's a hero we don't get to see very often. That means XP laner. Okay, the XP laner is the Belleric. You gotta need some backline dive. They didn't have it in the last game, and it did cause some chaos. So personally, I'd be looking at picking up a Moskov. Moskov would work very nicely into the lineup they have. Can deal with the Hanabi. Okay, you've got the Fasa there just to give you that extra bit of burst potential. Fasa and Moskov. That's what I think.
Experience the youth of suffering.
Okay, they do decide to go for the Granger, so they're just going full on for the teamfight composition. And Wormlord, looking like he wants to pick up the Julian. Now, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto Minnow, because he's going to be the sole tank here. He's going to have to sustain through quite a bit damage-wise. Granted, Julian can bait out quite a few skills, but it's with that enhanced second skill. But it looks like Wormlord decided to lock onto the Amon. It's been a while since I've seen an Amon in a tournament. Amon has that burst potential, but with the golden hour from the Marcel, he can actually save his team using the golden hour, because it's a very nice defensive spell when the endless shards has been committed. But I haven't really seen or tested it out. But let's see how this matchup turns out between these two teams. So Yin already picking up the first victory in the first game, but it was a very, very tight first game. Yin with their rotations, they are using the new pathing, but I would say they weren't as aggressive as I would have expected them to have been with the draft that they had. This time round, they also have an aggressive draft. The question is, are they going to take advantage of it? Because if you leave this game to go on too long, the side of Phantom Nexus, they've got big scaling, very, very big scaling into the late game. It can prove to be quite devastating. So that's the way things stand right now. It's going to be a matter of discipline. Phantom Nexus, they don't want to be baited out into any engagements in the early part of the game. They just want to make sure that they can clear wave and farm up quite nicely. Minnow with a bit of a dash, forced out Revitalize very early on. With the Changi just using that enhanced basic attack just to put some poke pressure here onto the Fasa. Minnow with a nice stun in here, and that is level 2 achieved for the Changi. So she's going to have the ability to clear wave a bit faster. Will we see this Changi go in for some buff steals? I don't know, but she's going to get caught out with a stun and a double stun. There's a follow-up in here. Do they have enough damage output to deal with the Changi, who just revitalizes? And with Minnow with the second skill, she should be able to survive through all of this, but Fasa just zoning away, not allowing Changi to get close. Because if you can stop the Changi from getting level 4, that's quite kind of a big thing. Yeah, so lost a little bit of farm. Will delay the level 4 power spike timing. But once more, it's only Mahaba in an advanced position here with those aggressive plays. Granger, meanwhile, being forced back by the Melissa. I'm saying Melissa, by the Hanabi. But he does manage to not lose out on any farm. But however, we've just been focusing on this mid lane engagement between the two teams. So far, things are just sort of evenish. Nobody's really making any big plays just yet. They want to go in for the patience. Marcel with a bit of poke here, but do they get the control here onto the Minotaur? And that's going to be first blood going the way of the side of Yin's squad. Beleric committing the Wrath of Dryads. A little bit of overkill, but you know, sometimes better safe than sorry. Everyone trying to find that angle to get in for the contest. Although Leomord is not the easiest of heroes to out retry. So Yin securing their objectives, moving back to safety here. Of going for the farm plays, they decide to go in with a quick wraparound, sensing that Hanabi might be overextended. The damage comes out here. Oh, but Hanabi pops the Aegis underneath the turret. Leomord with the Phantom Steed. But Hanabi, she does manage to survive this almost, as there's going to be a pick-off there from the Fasa. Now, Revitalize committed by the Minotaur as Changi just hits the Meteor Shower, forcing everybody back. Meanwhile, Wormlord seizing this opportunity to go in for a little bit of counter jungle play in here. Needs to drag the buff. Yeah. That's what you need to do. You need to drag the buff closer to your side in order to make sure that counter jungle play works the way you expect it to. So he does secure this, decides to take the full jungle clear. Interestingly enough. Now, could there be a pick-off onto Beleric? I mean, he is quite tanky, and he does counter a lot of the plays that they can deal with. Now, the Phantom Steed has been committed. Wrath of Dryad strapping in onto everybody. But the Endless Shards was committed, and they do manage to get a pick-off kill here. Chase is on. Minnow using the wall to try to disengage, but Leomord just too quick. Secures a quick double, and, well, this is sort of a reverse of the first game. In the first game, we saw Phantom Nexus picking themselves up into a very strong position early on, and then Yin squad dragging things back a little bit. Now we can see it in the other direction. Granger landing those Death Sonatas, doesn't have the stacks quite yet to be able to spam it and use it to outrange the Hanabi. With Chrysoid sensing that he could be in a lot of danger. A1 scouted out. There's going to be the potential set from the Marcel, but he's kind of saving the golden hour for the Lord. Wave cut happening in here from Sun, but he could be caught out. There's the stun. There's the lockup. As Sun pops the ultimate. Do they manage to get him? There's the feathered airstrike securing that objective. Now Leomord starting to settle. There's the Minoan Fury knock up onto 3, but look at that from the Marcel. He gets the golden hour to get the set in there. Beleric with the zoning, and this is going to be 6-0. Plus 2 turtles going in the favor of Yin. Are we going to see a jungle invade? I mean, the retry is still available, but they opt not to go for that. They want to try to get some amount of push in here. Because one of the things you have to be careful of is going to be the push that can come out from the side of Phantom Nexus. They've got some very, very, very big a split push potential. Meanwhile, dive underneath the turret as once more the feathered airstrike has been committed, and just like a nuclear missile launch, just nuking the Hanabi underneath the turret. Now, pressure being applied into the mid lane, potential for some counter jungling happening in here. Leomord is close by, but Amon securing his farm as best he can. There is a 2-level gap between the jungles, so contesting for retributions is going to be difficult. Sun trying to escape here. Phantom Steed being committed. Do they have the lockdown? The damage output is in there, but the flame shot from the Changa just keeping Sun alive, because he was in a lot of danger. But it looks like a kill zone. Forced back here, almost being taken down. Wormlord's got himself into a bit of a wraparound position. Hanabi trying to pressure in the turret in there. But meanwhile, there's a pick-off on the top lane. Changa just trying to melt down this Fasa. And that's going to be first turret going the way of Yin squad. So it's a kill and a turret. But now the engagement here onto Amon, who does have the concealed to get himself to a bit of safety. Hanabi wants to continue with the pressure in here. It's a 3v4. Feathered airstrike being committed just to make sure that this turret can stand. They know it is quite low. In the meantime, look at the big trade-off play coming in from Yin. Leomord and the Belleric securing a mid lane turret. Meanwhile, engagement here onto the bot lane. Oh, Aegis coming up there. It's going to be Navi who does get the kill onto the Granger, but Fasa with the pick-off as well. So that's a gold laner for gold laner trade-off. But this is the problem when you have a Sun up against you. He's already here to do the split push. We don't expect them to be able to go for the contest. Yuchi wants to try to protect this. He's going to use the taunts as best he can, which they managed to do. Engagement onto Minnow. Minnow and Fury has been popped. It's godlike for Temper Sky on this Leomord. He's snowballing at this moment in time. Sun being taunted back now because he's going to get caught out. Lovely Wrath of Dryad setting up the mega kill in here. Though, for the side of Phantom Nexus, not all is lost. Not completely anyway. They've got 3 big split pushes. 3 very big split pushes, right? So they and that does create massive abilities to defend things. Now Granger, he's sort of trying to bait everybody out. Changi engages in there. There's the Phantom Steed into the backline. They're going for the dive straight through the turret, but the golden hour catches out to everybody. Now the damage output is in there. The feathered airstrike just doing so much as the endless shots has been popped as well, and they take down 3. Should be able to take down this turret as well. So Killzone, I thought he was going in for a wave cut, especially with the Mahaba with this zoning in there, just making sure that everything stays safe. They just engaging onto Mahaba, and that's going to be a turret in the bot lane taken out. Wormlord, he's trying to find an angle into the back line here, wants to try to be safe, and knows that it just needs his team to get that potential engagement. I mean, it wasn't as layered as you would have expected it to have been in the last fight, which I think cost the side of Phantom Nexus a little bit, but they're in a lot of danger right now. Oh, lovely camp out using the endless shards to disengage. Now they want to get a little bit of poke in there onto Mahaba, but the control Minnow and Fury has been committed, but they're hunting down this Minnow. And Nabi did manage to secure a turret, and I mean the split push is coming through, but this Foxa is so fed right now, and losing 3. This is Lord up and running and should be uncontested. Yeah, the split push strategy is a very difficult strategy to execute. So all the cards right now very heavily in favor of Yin. They've picked up a 7k gold lead, and they're piling on the pressure, and we've seen them in the first match when they pick up Lords. Very disciplined in terms of making sure they've got the wave sync sorted out. Once more feathered airstrike in there as the golden hour just maybe in that instance saving the Hanabi, who was given enough time, a bit of a grace time to pop the Aegis, but there was a trade-off. Killzone was taken out there in the backline. They're trying to get the re-engage, but Minnow, he's healing everyone. But this Leomord, he's just so fed right now. But the endless shots gets the shutdown from Wormlord. So this could be a potential setup. There's the Wrath of Dryads picking off 2. It's a double going the way of Yuchi. Hanabi trying to protect this tier 2 turret. Frossa just flying in here, trying to zone away, but the nice wraparound play coming in from Marcel gets a little bit of a stun. The Lord charges up. That should be at least 1, maybe 2 potential tier 2 turrets if they focus on the mid lane as well. The wave is pressurizing in here. As Amon, he's just trying to be as safe as he possibly can and not give too much of vision, because we know that's all about the pickoffs. The feathered airstrike just nuking everyone. The taunts, there's the follow-up. Can they get the lock on? But with Changi there just to protect the wave, it could be kind of difficult. And so tier 2 turrets all taken down. I think that's the best that Yin could have hoped for with this Lord. It was difficult to get a little bit more than that, especially with no MM being available. Once more, the feathered airstrike. Oh my word. That is so much of damage right now from the far side. You can see she went for the glaive and the lightning truncheon with the genius one. This is full pen build. Now, son, could he be caught out here? They're trying to get an engagement onto him. He pops the ultimate. The taunt does land. He's going to try to get a potential engagement. He gets the shutdown, but the Wrath of Dryads comes in and they do manage to take down the sun and not exactly protect the turret. However, I mean, that is a pretty good pickup. In there, the Phantom Steed, Minnow and Fury being committed. They do take out Aemon one more time, and that's going to be a double going the way of Granger. The chase is on. The slow is on to the Changi. She uses the flame shot, just couldn't escape with a golden hour with the trap. Oh my goodness, it's a killing spree. And this is actually an opportunity to crack the base open. They can get the wave cleared in here. The Lord is up, but I think the 2 damage dealers could hard focus this. They're just leaving Granger to deal with this. The sun is coming in, so he has to be very careful. As you can see, the amount of damage from the sun is quite enormous right now. Lord being started up. And once more, this could be an option to get into the base. Is it an option to end, though? That's the big question. I mean, it's just like the last game when it came towards this particular moment in time, but the defensive abilities from the side of Phantom Nexus came to the fore and took the game into like overtime, basically. Phantom Steed coming out from Leomord. They don't really get the ability to go in for the set. Aemon just securing his blue buff here, but he could be scouted out. We see the trap coming in there. The taunt does land. It catches on your 2-1, but there's the feathered airstrike as they get the Aemon. Beautiful taunt from Yuchi there. Now, the chase onto the sun, who's a slippery customer who's trying to disengage from all of this. He used his ultimate already, but the Mahaba gets the stance of Sun trying to escape this, but he's going to be taken down. It's a mega kill. He did get a little bit of disruption on the wave equilibrium. Liam Ward and Belleric now zoning there in the front. Changi has committed the Meteor Shower already. Now the Phantom Steed coming out. Dive underneath the turret. Can they get those pickups? Wrath of Dryads with the setup. That's going to be no Minnow available. Lord still going to have the ability to charge in as well, and they get the stun. Mahaba once more with the setup. The waves have been cleared up. Now the Lord is in here. It's just the opportunity to lock on. Everything is clear and available for them. Aemon trying to defend this. It's unstoppable for the Granger, and this is game, set, match going the way of Yin. So 2 entertaining matches in the last one, especially. I mean, Phantom Nexus had a pretty decent first game, but Yin just stepping it up in the second, taking this in very strong fashion. So well played to them, picking up all 3 points in this matchup. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the conclusion of tonight's streams. For those of you who stuck around all the way till this late hour on a Monday, no less, thank you for tuning in to watch. From myself, Waylander, here at Waylander Gaming, I'm going to have to say goodbye and good night to you. We'll catch you on the next stream tomorrow. Thank you for watching.